You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, GH fans. With Nikolas Cassadine walking off with Ace Cassadine, we've got Esme Prince raging at Spencer Cassadine for letting his bad daddy take her tot. But could GH have an epic twist in store for us? Hey, this is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and today I want to talk about something the ABC soap opera could do that would make this daddy dilemma even more soapy and dramatic. Hey, please click subscribe, and now let's unpack what could be an unexpected hitch in Nick's plans and Spencer's plans too. So I've seen comments literally going back about a year where fans hope that Nikolas Cassadine is not Baby Ace Cassadine's dad. Many are certain that he's the son of Spencer Cassadine instead. So first, I just want to tell you why, at this point, given the events that have happened on GH, it's just not possible that Spencer is Ace's daddy. But then, don't get discouraged, we're going to talk about how General Hospital writers could easily tweak things to make this paternity twist happen. So the reason Spencer felt comfortable backing away from playing daddy to his brother Ace was, first of all, Trina Robinson insisted on it. She was not going to keep standing by while he played house with his ex anymore. She gave him an ultimatum and Spencer gave in. But second, the reason Spencer felt comfortable is that he is not Ace's dad. That could change if they did it carefully and did it right. And I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. So Spencer backed away from Ace, but that was when he thought Esme Prince was still a harmless amnesiac. Now that he knows Esme has her memories back, all bets are off. And that's part of the reason that Spencer let Nikolas take the kid. To Spencer, Nikolas is the lesser of two evils. He's not nearly as bad as Esme, and Nikolas, as far as anybody knows, is Ace's biological father. But what if he wasn't? Can you imagine Spencer's reaction if he found out after he let Nikolas take Ace that Esme has been hiding a much bigger secret? She has been an amnesiac since just before she gave birth to little Ace. So there's a chance there's something in her memories that viewers don't know and haven't seen. Given what we do know and what we have seen, though, Spencer is not the daddy. So if you don't recall, step back with me a couple of years ago, Spencer kept on dating Esme, even though he'd fallen head over heels for Trina. This was back when Esme did the whole revenge porn thing, taping Joss and Cam and sending it to everybody at PCU. If you recall, Esme framed Trina, and then Trina wound up on trial and facing jail time. So Spencer acted like he was loyal to Esme and kept dating her, but he wasn't loyal to her. He was trying to help Trina. He stayed close to Esme so he could search her things and try and get evidence to exonerate Trina. Now, his plan didn't work out. Instead, they got eyewitness testimony from Oz Haggerty that saved Trina, but Trina didn't know until much later that Spencer was really on her side that whole time and doing everything he could to clear her name. You may remember back when Spencer was searching through Esme's things, he found the pills she used to dose Trina, and he also found some letters from Esme's nanny, Maggie. Around that time, Esme kept trying to get frisky with Spencer, and he kept making excuses. This happened several times during this period. He didn't even want to kiss her. He didn't want her touching him. He was cringing and then trying to explain it away because he was already in love with Trina and he wasn't going to be unfaithful to Trina, and especially not with the young woman who was framing her, and he knew she was framing Trina. Esme complained back then that they had not been intimate in a long time. And then once the trial came down in Trina's favor, Spencer dumped Esme hard. In the interim, Esme got pregnant because a couple of months before the trial ended, Esme seduced Nikolas on her dad's orders, and she had not slept with Spencer for a long time before that. So with what we know about General Hospital history, what we've seen on our TV screens, that is definitely Nikolas Cassadine's kid. But GH could easily do one thing to undo all that and make Baby Ace the son of Spencer instead of Nikolas. All it would take is one flashback scene. Remember, Esme had those pills that she gave to Trina the night that she was making the secret tape of Jocelyn and Cam. You may recall Trina was totally out of it and then she just conked out. GH could easily do a flashback scene where Esme used those same drugs on Spencer and did the deed with him. They could show her being frustrated that Spencer was pushing her aside and her deciding to take what she wanted from him. This could literally be done by taping one scene. And if they went this route, it'd be really interesting because it wouldn't have come out before, because while Esme was an amnesiac, she would not have had this memory, but she could recall this scene once she got her memories back. If GH writers really want to twist things, this is one surefire way to do it. Also, since they don't seem to be keeping Nikolas Cassadine around, why not swap the paternity so they can get Ace back, he can stay and have a daddy Spencer in town? I mean, it seems like Esme has to leave Port Charles soon. With her memories back, she's either going to have to run or face prison time once it becomes common knowledge that her amnesia is gone. She has to face charges for recording Cam and Joss and distributing that. Meanwhile, we could have Ace being raised by Spencer and Trina while his bio mom is in prison or run off. So I have to say, even though I think it'd be amazing to swap Baby Ace's paternity, I honestly don't think General Hospital is going to do it. If they wanted to, though, that little flashback scene I just described would absolutely do it. They could film it probably in less than an hour, undo all the past paternity assumptions. Can you imagine how stunned Spencer would be if Esme told him that he just handed over his son to his neglectful daddy who didn't raise him right either? Man, that would be so very soapy and messy, because I know Spencer wouldn't let Nikolas raise a house plant that belonged to him, much less a kid. Spencer's being pretty smug about letting Nikolas take Ace, and while I'm no fan of Esme, although in general I am a villain lover, I think it'd be pretty funny if Esme knocked that smug smile off Spencer's face by dropping a baby paternity bombshell. Do I think it would be a good GH plot? Yes. Do I think GH will go there? Unfortunately, no, but we can always hope and wait and watch. Hey, drop your comments below on whether you'd like to see a paternity change, and be sure and come back soon. Please subscribe. Also, we are here talking General Hospital 7 days a week. And as always, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.